الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
I'm Majid Aized and I belong from Pakistan. I did my early education from Great Britain because my father was there doing his PhD over there in Wales. And after that I completed my pre-medical education from Multan, Government College Multan, and did my medical school from Nishtar Medical College in Multan as well. So after that, I came in US in 2006 earlier just to do some clinical electives attachments at Yale New Haven, Connecticut, and then I went to University of Pennsylvania for some research work for about a year or so, and came to Michigan in 2010 and started my residency in general surgery.
Okay. Sir, tell me something about the association called APNA. I mean, what's it all about?
So the funny thing is, we are in Michigan today, and APNA was initially basically started from Michigan in 1976. In 1976, there were like a few people gathering, 20 people, and they had their gathering in Hyatt Regency, which is just in Dearborn, like 10 miles from here. And in 1977 and 78, they came up with an organization of APNA, which they had their first annual function in 1978 in Dearborn, Michigan, again 10 miles from here. So it started from Michigan and then it went all over, and now APNA has about more than 16,000 Pakistani physicians in the US. When I started my residency, I got into, in fact, even before starting my residency, I got in touch with APNA. And the best thing which inspired me about APNA was the Young Physician Association. And I got in touch with them at that time in 2010.
Okay. So we see Muslims flourishing in America. I mean, how come? You are one of them. So how is it possible?
Well, the day I landed in US, one of my friends called me at that time. His name is Wahid Raja. And he called me and his voice was, the first phone I attended was his, and his voice was, "Welcome to the land of opportunities." So I think that was true, and it's still true. People from all over the world, like it's like a multicultural environment and like multicultural group. They migrate here and they flourish. Whoever it is, whoever does this hard work and whoever shows the commitment, and I think they get the reward, and that's what America is about.
So Muslims are contributing in America for centuries if we trace history. So either they are lawyers, judges, or policemen. Being a doctor, how are you contributing America?
So being a doctor, definitely, like I started my residency and I'm still doing my training. I'm in my last year of vascular surgery fellowship at the William Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. So being a doctor, we contribute them by, treating their patients, and I mean our patients, since we work here, and we work with the patients and they respond us really well, and they give honor to all the physicians who work here, and especially the international graduates, because they're so hardworking. They don't look at their hours when they work.
Okay. So as you earlier said that America is a land of opportunity, it is said that America is a land of the free unless you are Muslim. Is it true?
No, that's not true. I mean, you've seen the Muslims here, and you've seen different religions, Muslims and everybody. There is a big chaos about it, but you've seen a lot of people who want to flourish. They just need to hard work, and they have been showing their perseverance. And then, when you show that, you definitely get to a point where you're satisfied. And I think most of the community who comes to US, there are like so many titles and so many things that they can only be selected if they are in a good educational group. So I think, once a person comes here, if he belongs to educational community, I don't think so he has any problems.
Okay. So what do you think? It is said that Muslims are not free here to practice their religious activities? Do you have ability to practice your religious activities?
Actually, again, that's a big chaos because you guys went to Hamtramck today and you guys saw that, everybody there, they are going freely to their mosques, and especially in Michigan all over, you will see a lot of multicultural environment, a lot of Muslims here, regardless whatever party they belong, but they can easily perform their religious activities and then get involved into other, because in Eid and in all our religious events, we always get a day free for that. In my hospital, when I was doing my residency, my attending used to tell me, today is your Eid, why are you here? So, they know about the stuff.
Okay. So after 2016 presidential election and widespread coverage of Muslim ban, Muslims have somehow negative perception about America, about the treatment of Muslims here in America. What would you like to say about it?
Well, actually, it was initially there was a little bit of, I would say they were a little terrified, in the first 2-3 days of the presidency, because when they reached U.S., there was a little thing about they were not able to enter U.S., but that was only for a few hours, and ultimately I didn't hear anything afterwards because everybody entered into the United States without any problem.
Okay. So what do you think Muslims, especially Muslim youth, can improve their image in the eye of Western world?
You see me, you see all other people around. So that's how they do it. You come here, you work hard, you show your efforts, and if you are better than anybody, they will select you no matter what. It was thought. Let me just rephrase you. It was thought that it's hard to get into a different subspecialties. In terms of medicine, I'm talking about. It was thought that it was hard to get into different subspecialties in medicine, like for example surgery, or for example radiology, and like vascular surgery, neurosurgery. I have a lot of friends, Muslim friends from Pakistan and all other places, Muslim world, which come here and they get into their they wanted specialties. Sometimes it's hard to get, but if you compete, you can easily get it.
Okay. So what would you like to say to youth? When you talk about youth, I'm not specifically talking about the youth in America or in Pakistan or Afghanistan or Iran, since you're the role model for the Muslim youth. So in general, what would you like to say to the Muslim youth? I mean, what's the way forward for them? How they can keep themselves away from the negative activities like extremism, like drugs and all that?
Well, this is like a community thing. It starts from community. It's not a one-man show. For the role model, if you want to make anybody a role model, or if you want to make anybody progress into their society, you better have to go from the bottom, treat the roots first. And similarly, it starts from home. I think your parents are the best to shape you first, then your family and friends. So I think talking in all aspects, everything matters, not only your parents, your family, but your schooling and every environment matters. And I think we should go down to the roots, and if they have any problem, we should clear the brains.
Okay. If you have more questions, please. Okay.
How much innovations the doctors here do? You're talking about Muslim doctors. Do they do innovation? Are they creating new stuff? They're inventing new things.
Actually, in our Michigan and all over societies, we have a lot of innovations going on. Especially in Michigan, there are a lot of new procedures which were done in St. John Hospital in Grosse Pointe. One of our cardiologists, made a special type of pacemaker. So a lot of stuff is done, not even in U.S. but in U.K. as well. There are a lot of doctors who are contributing to the new innovations, and also they're studying and getting trained as well, so that if they can go back, they can serve their community as well.
Okay. So have you ever thought that if you were to some Muslim country, you could have grown better, you could have done much better than here?
It's a very difficult question. Reason why? Because when I came from Pakistan, especially talking about Pakistan, I loved living there, but my field of interest was surgery, and I did my internship there, even in Aga Khan. But if you talk about what field I'm in now in vascular surgery, there is not even a special department. Especially at that time, there was not a recognized vascular surgery department. So I think things are still in a progressive phase. Nowadays, I hear that Aga Khan Hospital and Shifa Hospital and armed forces have created their own vascular surgery fellowship training program. And I think if people want to stay there, there is a very good opportunity for them.
Yeah, if they want to give any message to it.
Sir, and then would you like to say anything, any message?
Yeah, especially for the physicians or for the educational youth who want to pursue their education in America, I think they should not, because I get a lot of questions about visa and issues, and I think they should not worry about that, because I've seen that a lot of physicians who have taken their USMLE exams, which are the same equivalent exam which the medical students here in US we take the same exams in Pakistan, and 99% of the times they get visas for their residencies and for their exams if they want to take it here. So same goes for other specialties as well. No doubt, there's not 100% guarantee to get a visa, but if they want to study hard, if they want to go abroad and and do some innovative work over here, there's still a lot of chances. I mean,